So we're going to start lying down on your back if that feels okay, but it could always be on your side if not. So you might put a blanket underneath you, over you, use one for your head. You've got bolsters or cushions, pop behind the knees. So anything that kind of adds to the comfort of your experience. And you might choose to cover the eyes with an eye pillow or similar, or maybe just close down the eyes. So welcome to Stretch and Rest. This is our class based on a style of yoga called Yin, which I'll just talk to you about as we go through the practice. And then at the end, we have a little snippet of something called Yoga Nidra. And that is a form of meditation or deep relaxation. And you don't need to do anything for that other than be comfortable and just listen. So just have a little check now whether you feel that you are as comfortable as you can be. Do you need to change anything? Just anything? And then take a nice deep breath in through the nose and just blow or sigh it out of your mouth. Oh. Take another one like that. Let that be the breath of arrival. Oh. So just feeling the body sink into the earth. And become aware of your breath. So just natural breath for now. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, or in through the nose and out through the lips. It might be that you can feel your breath in the belly, or maybe a little bit further up around the rib cage. You might notice the breath in the nostrils. And for a few moments more, as best you can, just be consumed, almost in awe of your breath. So the breath in and the breath out. If something comes to distract you, that's fine. Just acknowledge it and then come back to your next inhale. You might even find that as you start to relax, your breath lengthens or deepens naturally. But no force. Just awareness of the in-breath and the out-breath. The breath will just continue on in the background of the practice. And we'll take our awareness now to the body. So first to your body as a whole, just resting. And then through the body, we're going to start to touch or squeeze or massage or move. And we're just noticing how different parts or areas feel. So move away from kind of any judgment or criticism. We're just curious about, does this feel spacious or not? Oh, that feels a bit sensitive. Oh, that feels nice. So bring awareness to the head, back of the head, sides of the head, the forehead, uncrumpling the brow. And then just slowly start to roll on the back of the head from side to side. You might time that with your breath. There's no force, there's no rush. Come back to what feels like neutral for you. A little tuck of your chin to your chest to lengthen through the neck. And from here, you might blink the eyes a couple of times, and you can always settle them back on being closed. So the beauty of this style of practice is really we can have our eyes closed quite a lot. Bring awareness to the jaw. Just check that you're not clenching your teeth. You might just open and close the mouth a couple of times, get a bit of space in the jaw. And then let's take the arms and cross them across the chest. So we reach for shoulders with the opposite hand. Give your shoulders a little squeeze. And then just gently squeeze or massage all the way down the arms, nice and slowly. We come past the elbows at some point into the lower arms and then into the wrists. When we reach the hands, we'll interlace the fingers. So you make a clasp of the hands. And as you breathe in, just start to float the arms up towards the sky. We're pressing the palms towards the sky. So we're stretching into the fingers. Yeah, nice. Take a breath or two here. You might even find that you can reach the arms a little further back, but we don't want to strain. And as you feel an exhale roll in, let's release the clasp. Just roll through your wrists and bring the hands down by the side of the body. Nice. Step the feet to the earth and then bring the knees towards you. So you might have a little squeeze or a tap of the thighs. If we're working with the knees, we're just nice and gentle with the knees. We might have a little squeeze of the calves if we can reach them, a wiggle of the toes, a little roll on the spine. So just kind of greeting and connecting with our body. And then let's pop both of the feet back down onto the ground. You've got a strap to your left side, and it's already got a loop in it. So we're going to use that loop. Bring the right knee in towards you and take the loop around the arch of your right foot. As you breathe in, bring that right knee right in towards you as much as you can. And then as you breathe out, just let that strap thread through the hands as you start to take the sole of the foot up towards the sky. We'll keep the shoulders, the elbows on the earth. And it might be that you still have quite a heavy bend in the knee. That's fine. It might be that over time, and this is the kind of key thing with yin, the time, you start to find a little bit more space in the back of the leg. You might not. So we're not going to force it at all. No point. Try and relax into the face and the shoulders. We're going to take a minute with that left foot on the earth and then come into a different option. The options are exactly that. So if we feel that we know that's not for us, that's okay. If we try it and then we're like, not for me, we can draw back. We're halfway there. Trying to settle into a sense of stillness as best we can. So starting to feel into your personal experience of this shape. If you feel like, yeah, this is a healthy challenge for me right now, maybe you stay where you are. Our next option could be to extend the left leg down onto the mat. So the right foot is to the sky, your left foot is out towards me. A little flex through both of your feet. Take a breath or two. And then if you feel like, no, actually, that has done something or gone somewhere that doesn't feel quite right, we'll step the left foot back onto the mat. We're going to spend a minute wherever we are now and then come into our final option of this. Let's start to step that left foot back onto the mat if we extended the leg. We're going to take the strap just in the right hand now. The left hand is going to come onto our hip. So the left hand is just kind of feeling into whether the hip line is up towards the sky or whether we start to turn that left side of the body as we open the right. Nice deep breath in to prepare. And as you breathe out, start to open that right leg out to your right side. You might feel like you want to bend the knee. You might rest on the right elbow. And again, if that really feels like not for me, then come back to center and go back into the version 1 or 2 that we've just been through. Try and keep the face and the shoulders soft. That left hip nicely down. Halfway there. If we would have positioned the mat slightly differently, you probably could have all rested your foot on the person next to you on their knee. If you practice at home, you can, of course, have a wall that you practice up against or something sturdy, because that can control the opening of the hip. As you breathe in, push down through that left foot and draw the right leg back to center. Take a breath out. Start to bend the knee in towards you. Release that strap. Just pop it down to the side and take the legs there wherever it feels best for you. So you might have both the feet on the earth. You might slide the legs down onto the mat. We're just going to take what we call a rebound. So just a pause, just to kind of let that shape settle. And nice and slowly, let's step the feet back to the ground. So even though we kind of know where we're going, we're going to take it nice and slowly so that we don't miss any little cues from the body. Let's bring that left knee in towards us now. Take hold of the strap, loop it around the arch of the foot. Inhale, we bring the knee in towards us. And as we exhale, just slowly extending. And each side could feel very different. So we're not trying to force one side to feel like the other side. Keeping that right foot on the earth just for the first part of this. Just reminding ourselves of our steady breath, breathing in and breathing out. Halfway there. We don't have a strap at home. You can use tie, a scarf. I've seen someone use a dog lead before. It's got a little loop in it. You could hold the back of the leg. From here, you might stay as you are. You might try with extending that right foot towards me. You might keep it there or take it back. It's up to you. And we'll settle there as best we can for 1 minute. So yin is very much about kind of exploring our boundaries, exploring the limitation of the body, but not pushing over it. So we have to be patient. Halfway there. Let's slowly place the right foot back to the earth. Take the strap in the left hand. We've got the right hand on the hip, just as that little bit of connection. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you breathe out, start to open over to that left side. So again, we set no expectation. It's not about where we end up, it's just about the journey that we're on. And if it feels like it's not right straight away, we could draw back and come into one of the two previous shapes. And we might allow a couple of breaths just to settle. They're halfway there, doing really well. Let's plant the right foot down if we extend it. As we inhale, a bit of effort, just draw that left leg back in. Take an exhale and just start to bend the knee. Unloop the strap. Just place it out to the side. And then we'll take that a little rebound. So it might be you draw the knees in, you extend the legs away, whatever feels best for you. Might close the eyes and just kind of ask, what do I need now just for these next few moments? And let's roll to our left side. So that is our yin side, our right side is our yang side. So left is more passive, right more active. Just take a little pause there on the side of the body. Push into the earth, just starting to bring yourself up into a seat towards me. So from here, we've had a nice little open out of the lower body. We're going to come into our butterfly shape. So feet draw together, knees draw apart. And you could take your blocks, or if you have cushions, blankets, anything that feels nice, and just pop them underneath the thighs. So as we start to move forwards, this starts to come out. So that almost gives like a little stopping point. I'm confused by putting things on different sides. If you want it to be a little bit more of kind of a restorative situation, you could take your bolster and you can fold and just let your head rest on your bolster. So we're going to tilt the hips forwards a little bit so we get a nice fold forwards. Take a breath in, and as we breathe out, we start to fold. And at the point where it feels right, we just let the spine round the head relax. If it's to the bolster, that's fine. If not, that's fine. And you can always just give your feet a little squeeze, the inner lines of your legs a little squeeze. You might just kind of gently flap the knees just for a couple of breaths. And here we're going to take 3 minutes. So if you are kind of used to more of a yin or restorative practice, that might be like, okay, yeah. If you're not, that might seem like, oh my God, it's normally a couple of breaths. You don't have to stay here for 3 minutes. If you move from the shape, I'm not going to be like, get back in the shape. So this is where it becomes about being truthful and finding your edge or your boundary. And if it goes past the level of kind of discomfort is okay. If it goes into pain, then we do just gently think, okay, I'm just going to draw away from that. We're 1 minute down already, so 2 more minutes. Try not to force it. As we exhale, we just let ourselves soften into the shape. Halfway there, find the breath, and if you need to, just follow, breathing in and breathing out. A few breaths here. So just take your time, and as you breathe in, start to unroll. Take a breath out at the top. We're going to close the knees together. Just take the legs forwards. Try and sit with a nice tall spine. You might close the eyes. And we'll just pause here. If you feel like your jaw and your neck could use a little bit of attention, then as you inhale, just gently tilt the chin upward. And as you exhale, just tilt it chin to chest. So a couple like that. Nice soft shoulders. And then from here, we're going to sweep the legs to one side, the feet to the other side, and come into more of a kneeling position. We're going to take it into hero. So we've done some work on expansion and external rotation. We're going to take it inwards. So we bring the knees together and take the feet apart. And for most people, you might want one or two blocks that my trousers are dusty here, I just noticed that, that you sit down on. And then we'll bring the feet in towards us, but we're kind of rolling these calf muscles out. We're not sitting on the feet, we've got the tops of the feet down. If you feel like, oh, with two blocks, that feels okay, lower it down. We want to keep the knees on the earth. So you'll feel that there's a greater stretch. If you feel like, actually, I could go for none, probably not going to happen for me, then sit the bum down. So find your version, bring the knees together, take the feet out slightly. So nice tall spine. If we flared the ribs forwards, we'll think that we're just drawing the belly button back and lifting slightly. You might close the eyes. And we're going to see if we can take 3 minutes here. So if you've got two blocks at the halfway point, you might think, actually, I'll let you know when that is. I could take one block out. If you've got one, you might think at the halfway point, actually, I'll just come onto my bum. So we're rolling our thighs inwards towards each other. Just keeping the belly button drawn back, the spine lifted, but the shoulders soft. And if you feel that the breath has started to lift into the chest, just see if you can take it down into the belly. You might place your hands there and just really kind of imagine this journey of breath where you're breathing deeply into the belly, expands. And as you breathe out, the contraction. We're nearly halfway there. Just over a minute. So if you want to make a little adjustment, you can go for it. If you feel like, do you know what, where I am is fine, that's where I should be. And even if you adjust, you can always adjust back. Keep that belly button drawn in, spine lifted, soft shoulders. Last few breaths. So I might need to dig a little bit deeper. And let's slowly tip ourselves forwards, come onto the hands, just spread the knees. And one at a time, you might feel like you just want to extend the leg back behind you, have a little push into the ball of the foot. From here, we're going to walk the hands in towards us. Just come onto the balls of the feet. So that gets a nice stretch through your feet there. And then slowly roll ourselves into our halfway fold. So take the feet as wide as you need to. The wider you go, the kind of more stable you might feel. You might decide to take a little inhale breath and just lift the head and the heart. And then as you exhale, nice soft knees, rounded spine, stretching it out through the backs of the legs and through the spine. We don't take 3 minutes here. It's a bit too intense to forward fold here with no support for 3 minutes. So we're just going to take about another 30 seconds. Just let the exhales almost way down. And then from here, just walk yourself towards your blocks if you drifted away. And we're going to take the feet out wider. You might turn the toes off the mat, heels on. It's going to depend, and you'll find out a little bit more as we start to sit down. Blocks kind of position underneath where you think your bum is going to go. Sometimes it works, sometimes you fall off them. There we go. And as you exhale, bend the knees and come and sit down into Malasana on your blocks. So we want to direct our kind of weight into the outside edges of the feet. So we could be like this and that would be fine. But if we direct the weight into the edges, we're going to open up all of this. You could take your block and just let yourself hang inside Malasana, while still kind of keeping this gentle pressure to open. You could use your bolster if you prefer, or you could use nothing. We can almost use the edges of the arms just to keep this nice opening. So we're going to take 3 minutes here. If this starts to feel like it's very intense, it is. Good selling point. This is intense. You could come onto your bum and come into butterfly. So we're working through a similar thing with the legs, but it might be a little bit more sustainable. Try and let the jaw relax, the shoulders. Just getting that really nice opening through the lower body. And if it does feel like it's quite challenging, as long as it's not painful, you might just adopt a kind of mantra of, I can do hard things, or this too shall pass. Or maybe it's following the breath. We're halfway there. Coming up to that last minute here, doing really well. Last couple of breaths. So just lifting our torso up. Let's press through the feet. We'll sweep the blocks out. Take the hands behind us and just walk back and extend the legs forwards. Well done. So sit with a tall spine, just relax the face and the shoulders. We'll just pause here for that little rebound. Again, you can always work with the head and neck, so it might be drifting the head from side to side or looking up and down. And then we're going to come down onto the back of the body. So pop any layers on. You might have your bolster nearby or your blanket. And we're going to come into constructive rest, so back into that kind of closing of the hips. So our knees will be together, our feet will be a little bit wider. So take your time. So slide the feet towards the width of the mat. Let your knees knock inwards. And as you next exhale, upper body stays in touch with the earth. The legs just drift over to the right side of the mat. So try and let that happen as naturally as you can. You might use a block just underneath the thighs or a bolster. And you could drift the gaze over to the left side. Let the shoulders relax. You're just going to take 1 minute on each side. Just rolling the head back to neutral, drifting the knees back up. And take a full breath. And then over to the other side. So take your time. Again, it might feel completely different on one side to the other, and that's normal. That's okay. You might roll the gaze over to the right. And we'll take a minute on this side. Gently bring yourself back to center. And there you might stretch out or draw in or just give yourself a little squeeze. And then make sure that you're nice and warm because we're going to come into our yoga nidra. The heater at this side of the room on my side has decided it only works at temperature 22 now. So there we go. So get yourself super snuggly. Does anyone want an extra blanket? Yeah? You're very welcome. Yeah, tuck-in service. So just check that you're comfy on the back of your body. If not, you are more than welcome to roll to the side. Just tucking the chin a little bit in towards the chest, letting the shoulders drop from the ears. Maybe the toes roll out to the sides. And just become aware, first of all, of the sound of the chime. Become aware then of the weight and the shape of your body as it rests. The weight and the shape of your body. And in this little snippet of Yoga Nidra, I'll guide you around your body as we invite it to rest. There's no need to move your physical body. You might have spontaneous movements or experiences at different parts or areas. And know that if you drift off, you're still getting the benefits of the practice. So this practice begins at the back of your head. Bring awareness to the back of your head. Over into the crown of the head and into the forehead. The temples the eyebrows, the eyes, and the space behind the eyes. The nostrils, the tip of your nose, the ears, the lips, the tongue in the mouth, the jawline, the chin, your throat. Just allowing the head and the face to soften and relax. Bring awareness to the shoulders, down the upper arms, past the elbows, into your lower arms, each wrist, the back of each hand, the palm of each hand, the tip of the thumbs, and the tip of each finger. Bring awareness to the glutes, the hips, the groin space, the thighs, down into the knees, the lower leg, the ankles, the heels, the sole of each foot, the tip of each toe. Awareness to the back of the neck, the shoulder blades, the back ribs, the spine. Awareness to the throat space, the collarbone, the front ribs, down to the belly button. Awareness to the breath, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, oh, breathing out. The whole of your body. The head, the face, the arms, hands, legs, feet, the front of the body, back of the body, and the sides of the body. Rest. The whole of your body resting. The whole of your body is resting. In to bring awareness to your breath. It might be your natural breath, or you might take a deep breath in through the nose and a sigh out the mouth. Bring awareness to your physical body and slowly begin to reawaken it from its rest. The fingers and the toes, the face, and then you could keep yourself snuggled up. Just roll yourself over to your right or left and take a pause on the side of your body. Push into the earth and start to rise up into a comfortable seat, whatever that means for you right now. Take your time. So sit tall but not rigid. And you might place the hands onto the heart space. You might press the palms together in Namaskar. And as you exhale, just letting the chin drop to the chest, a little moment to thank yourself. And thank each other. And of course, thank you for joining me. The light and dark in me honors the light and dark in me. Namaste.